Hello guys, Philly Swirly here today, back with another video. First off, I want to say sorry that I haven't really been uploading. I've been having a lot of other personal things that I'm saving up for rather than hockey cards, but I want to still be part of the hockey card community as I've been collecting hockey cards for a long time, and right now I don't really feel like there's a good place for me in the community, just because I don't really buy boxes anymore just because of how overpriced and how many scalpers are out there. It's really hard to get anything that's worth the money nowadays. So I just want to say that. Sorry, I'm going to be trying to do different videos. Like today, I'm going to be doing the top 5 things I like and dislike about Upper Deck. So yeah, I want to start doing these more often, these kinds of videos more often. And if you guys have any suggestions or any questions or anything like that you'd like me to answer, I would love to do videos on it. So today I thought I'd start off with the 5 likes and 5 dislikes of Upper Deck. So number 5, I'll be looking over in this direction. I do have a little spreadsheet over here. So number 5 is Upper Deck as a company. So Upper Deck isn't that bad compared to, let's say, Panini, as much as I miss Panini for hockey cards. Basketball, and anything like that, they're selling their product at scalpers, money-wise. Like, you can't get any hobby boxes from the Panini site unless you want to pay scalper prices. So seeing Upper Deck as the company, not selling their own product at a way higher MSRP than what they regular have is kind of nice. You can also kind of get a hold of them through Twitter. I'm not sure about Panini if you can do that, but there's a lot of ways to actually get a hold of Upper Deck, and they're pretty generous on everything like that. Number 4 would be wide variety. So what I mean by wide variety, you got Young Guns, Future Watches, the Cup, rookie auto patches if you're looking for your rookies. You got a lot of vet autos that are actually pretty good, Hall of Famer autos. You got not a lot of just scrubs that are filler, whereas like in basketball, football, all that, you can get a person that's retired but didn't really do much or isn't a Hall of Famer that you never heard of, and it's like a $5 auto, if that, maybe $2. Where Upper Deck, yeah, you can get some lower end guys that are still playing, at least in the league, but most of the time if you're getting a person that's retired, they're most likely going to be a Hall of Famer or somebody that's actually did something in the hockey community that people enjoy and want to see in the product. Their photography, especially in Upper Deck Series 1, Series 2, and then their extended series this year, is always fantastic. You can go to other sports and they will have shots of players doing weird poses, or like if you collect basketball this year, like I did, or last year, Zion, you can't really find a good Zion rookie card that looks good. Most of them are like their photography is him doing a weird pose or a weird in action play kind of thing, and it doesn't look good. Whereas Upper Deck, usually even their base cards have pretty nice photography. They have probably the best patches in all of the main sports between basketball, football, hockey, soccer, and baseball. You can't really get any better patches from jerseys than hockey, because I just feel that hockey has really easy jerseys to cut up and really defined patches where, yeah, you can get some cool logo mans or Nike swooshes or something like that from other sports, but the patches in general, I feel Upper Deck has way better collection. Maybe it's just because it is hockey, but I find the patches so much better than, let's say, getting patches from basketball where they're just 2 colored pieces of jersey. And then the community. You can be part of the community like me, where I just kind of stick to Instagram, sometimes Reddit, and everybody's welcoming. Yeah, you'll have some people that, you know, are there just to brag and put people down on their collection or anything like that. But I've met many people in my lifetime that collect hockey that are actually really nice and willing to have a conversation with you, and they don't care who you collect. Like, they do care, but they won't make fun of you who you collect. Like I said, I collect Wenberg. He's not the greatest, but I've never had a person make fun of me for collecting Wenberg. Um, so the community is really good. You can go on, like I said, Instagram, and you can have a conversation with anybody there, and they would be glad to show you the ropes. So that was the 5 things I enjoy about Upper Deck. We're going to move on to 5 things I dislike. None of these are in order, so number 5 doesn't mean it's the best from the worst or anything like that. So number 5 is no competition. So I started collecting hockey cards back when it was 2014-ish, so right after Panini lost their license, but I did adventure into a lot of Panini products before it kind of got off all the shelves and people were kind of hoarding it to scalp people, just because Nathan McKinnon did shoot up in price. So it was nice to see, and I did enjoy Panini as a company more than Upper Deck during their hockey card phase. Like National Treasures, I liked a lot more than the Cup. Like, don't get me wrong, the Cup is awesome. Probably something I'll never be able to afford to open, but one day hopefully I will. But if I had to choose between National Treasures and the Cups, I think National Treasures I would go, just because I find National Treasures much better. So it'd be nice to see some company come back and, you know, challenge Upper Deck as a company. But with Panini losing its license to Fanatics, it doesn't really look like it will come back unless Panini just says, whatever, we're going to go do other sports, which hockey is the only really one they can do. Quality control for number 4. So you can get pretty much any box and you'll find 1 card or 2 or 3 cards that don't look good. That be their edges, corners are white, maybe a bend, maybe their autos are wrong. Like, we've had a couple times where I can't remember who the other player was, but Sidney Crosby rookie autos were getting put on another player. So you have a lot of quality issues since the beginning with Upper Deck. They've always kind of had those issues. You try talking to them and there's not much they can do. They'll try their best, but most of the time they won't be able to actually do much with your card, because most of the time the cards that are damaged are going to be like base cards or cards that are just not worth the time and effort to ship back to them and then ship you back a card that might not even be the card that was damaged. I find number 3 is too many boxes focused on group breaks. So it's been the last couple of years that I figured that they just started switching all their cards to more of a group break kind of box. What I mean by that is, instead of like Upper Deck Series 1, 2, extended artifacts and stuff like that, where, you know, you have, I believe it's 8 to 24 packs with those kind of products. They're going to 1 to 4 packs where it's just easy to rip for the group breaks, because a lot of people would rather not get base cards for group breakers and then have to ship those out or just kind of store them off to the side. Seems like they'd rather just have 1 big pack that has 6 cards in it, all numbered cards, and then it's not that fun, because when it's like SPX kind of thing, where I believe SPX is only 4 cards but each card's a hit, it's hard to afford on a person that can't really put that much money into a whole box or 4 packs, but the box costs like $250. Whereas if I go to Series 1 or Series 2, I can actually afford to buy a couple packs and feel like I got my money's worth, where it just feels like there's more about group breaks than it is about quality or quantity. Number two is pushing products back or canceling. So canceling, not so much until this year. They just released an announcement saying that they're going to be canceling Trilogy and Ice premieres, or Ice, from this year, which is pretty big. So you're not going to see Lafreniere Ice out of 99. You're not going to see the inscribed Trilogy autos from Lafreniere, Stutzla, anything like that. So them canceling that is pretty big. I understand it's COVID, but that looks really bad. If you guys can't do anything with your product, that's always been a big seller or anything like that. But they've always pushed back products where you'd have it where they'd rather not put a lot of boxes with redemptions or anything like that of the high-end rookies, so they would push back products. That's happened many times, and it's happening again just because of COVID. But once again, they should have known. It's almost been 2 years, and they should start actually, you know, being able to know and what to do in this kind of situation after 2 years. And my number one probably that I really don't like is products missing hits. And what I mean by hits, it's autos, jerseys, numbered cards, parallels, anything like that. Recently, I've seen it where somebody will get a box that, you know, guarantees a 2 hits kind of thing. They'll end up getting 5 to 6 hits, where you'll get a box that gets no hits. It kind of sucks because you don't know what you actually would have got when you were opening that box. And for me, I like to buy single packs. So if I buy single packs from a box that has no hits in it, how am I supposed to know it has no hits? Because I'm not buying the whole box. But if I buy 2 packs and it doesn't have hits, whatever, that's how it works. Most of the time you're gambling. But it could be just a box that has no packs, no hits, sorry. So that kind of sucks. And then 2, I've opened a couple boxes where my hits I just didn't receive. And then when you email UpperDeck, they'll send you a little care package, but most of the time it's not going to be anything close to what you want, or anything close to you think you'd get. But then there is sometimes where you will actually get a really nice card from UpperDeck. It's really how generous they feel, and that's what kind of sucks, is you never really know what you're gonna get. Even if they ask you what's your favorite player, what's your favorite team, most of the time you're gonna get, like, you know, a couple dollar cards from that, and it just kind of sucks because like I said, I like to buy a couple packs here and there. So if you get a box that is missing hits, it lowers my chance of getting anything cool. And then it also, you can't file a complaint on buying just loose packs unless I go back and just buy the whole box after and then find out that I didn't actually have any hits in that box. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this new kind of video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. And I would like to do more like this if it does well. If not, then I might just stay away from YouTube as a whole, or I might come back when the whole card boom kind of goes a little bit downhill, as I can't afford to be in it right now, but I want to be part of the community. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, or if you want me to do a video on anything, just let me know, and that would be awesome. I'll be able to do that. Thanks, guys. See you later.